everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's video is going to be my winter fashion and beauty favourites. If you didn't know, I do these seasonally, so you get at least 4 a year, and I basically share with you what I have been loving for winter, like my fashion favourites, and I also touch on beauty because I don't get to talk about beauty too often. I'm actually going to kickstart things with a bag, and this one is from Marc. It's their Avalon bag, which is actually sold out now, so I was sort of in two minds whether I should still talk about this or not, but I have loved it. I've used it so much. I took it away to Portugal with me during Christmas. I've used it loads. Now in January, I've just found so much use out of this bag. It's a crossbody bag and it just seems to work with everything because it is black. It's very sleek. The hardware is like that gunmetal, I think it's called, where it's like kind of silver but kind of black, so it's not really hard, it's not really, you know, it's not like gold or silver, it's, I'd say it's black, so it just goes well with no matter what you wear. And I have a thing about like mixing hardwares and mixing metals. I'm kind of not too keen on it, so this has been great and it has definitely like ignited a love for crossbody bags. Onto something a little more fun, and that's been these silver booties from June. Oh, I love these so much. I'm surprised by how much I love them because I wanted a pair of boots and I was toying between the silver version or the bronze version. So they do like a bronzy, goldy version of the exact same boots basically, and I was toying between whether to get the silver or the bronze, but I went for silver because silver was quite a trend throughout winter. I still do think it's quite trendy to wear silver, and yeah, for some reason I have just gravitated towards these so much, and I really didn't think I would because I much prefer gold over silver, so I just wasn't too sure whether I'd get much wear out of these at all. But as soon as I started using them, I was like, oh my gosh, these go with everything. And yeah, I've really enjoyed wearing them throughout winter, and they've definitely been a favourite. They've kind of made my outfits a little more fun, and they're also, because they're silver, I feel like they work really well with like black, grey and like monochrome colours, and that's definitely been my winter wardrobe. Basically, that's it. It's just been grey, black, which you'll see from my little favourites section. So these have gone in really nicely. They've been a really nice statement boot that I've added to my wardrobe, and I've absolutely loved them. The next piece has got to be a jumper, and I decided to go for this one from La Redoute. It's a chunky knit. I've worn this loads on my channel, loads on my Instagram, loads on my blog. So if you follow me anywhere, I'm sure you've seen me wear this before, but I love this, you know. It's a really nice roll neck. It's super cozy. It's a cable knit, and because of that it does have, I don't know what you'd call it, but it's kind of like holey, does that make sense? Like, I don't know if you can see, but it's just not a super thick knit, it's just that chunky kind of knitted, plaited kind of knit. So throughout the winter months, like pure winter, I've been wearing this with a thermal underneath, and it works really nicely. But now this time of year that it is starting to get a little bit warmer, I can wear this without anything underneath and it's perfectly fine, and I've really been loving that. Cable knits have been one of my favourites throughout winter, and this one from La Redoute was quite pricey, but an amazing investment to make. Another pair of boots, actually. I didn't really want to mention two boots, but I just had to because these flat ones from Kurt Geiger have been essentials for me. I struggle with flat boots because I have quite a big foot, as I'm sure you can tell from these. I'm a size 7, and I just think anything flat makes my feet almost look like clown feet. So I was just a bit torn on whether I actually wanted to invest in a pair of flat boots. So Kurt Geiger were really kind and actually got in touch and let me choose a pair, and I thought I'd go for something like this because this is something that I would wear daily basically. I can wear this to uni, I can wear this in Portugal, and that's what I did. I wore them loads. So yeah, because they're flat, like they've only got this tiny heel, they've been really great. They're leather, they have kind of got quite a lot of marks and quite a lot of wear, but that's what happens with leather. Like, as soon as you start to wear it a lot, it just kind of starts getting these marks, which is a little bit annoying, but what can you do? And last but by no means least, for my fashion favourites, I feel like this isn't going to come as a surprise to anybody, especially if you follow me on Instagram, but it's this faux fur jacket. This one is from Lipsy. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have heard the story that basically I got this for my 16th birthday. I wore it at my 16th birthday, and then it's just been sitting in my wardrobe. It's one of those that I've kept in my wardrobe because I always keep things that have like significance to me or have like a memory. So I've got like my prom dress, I've got my confirmation dress, I've got what I wore to my 16th birthday, I've got what I wore to my 18th birthday, just things like that that I kind of like to keep. So yeah, I kept this and I was always like, oh, do I get rid of it? Do I keep it? And I just really didn't know, but I had kept it. And I'd seen loads of bloggers wearing faux fur jackets and I really, really loved them. And I loved that lots of them were cropped, and this one is cropped, which is perfect. So yeah, I took it out one day. I was like, oh my gosh, I really quite like this. And yeah, ever since then, I genuinely feel like I've worn this for the whole of January. On to my beauty favourites, which have been quite makeup centred throughout winter. I think because I've been wearing much more makeup, I've been loving many different makeup pieces as opposed to like skincare and that kind of stuff. So these are a couple of the bits that I have been enjoying. Starting off with a scent. Now, I do love a good perfume, but I must admit I'm kind of lazy when it gets to perfume, or forgetful. Like, if I'm going out, I will always remember to spritz something, but for like just during the day and things like that, often I just forget to add any perfume. But recently I have been loving the Marc Jacobs Decadence fragrance. So it's that really cute one that comes as that looks like a bag basically. Although I must admit, I do think that this is like a bit big and like just, I don't know, I think it's slightly impractical, especially if you don't have like a huge display of your perfumes and you just kind of keep them all neat to one side like I do. This is quite big. I mean, this tassel could literally be on a handbag. So yeah, it's quite big, which is a little bit annoying in my personal opinion, but you know, loads of people love it, and I do think it's definitely a statement. It would look beautiful on your bedside table if you've got that kind of space. But I've been loving this. It's kind of like, it's a grown-up scent. It's just, I don't know. To me, it still smells kind of sweet and like, I don't know. It still smells sweet. I don't know. I don't know scents. But I like it. You know, I like it. Something that's been in my collection for quite some time, but I didn't quite understand, didn't get a hang of it, didn't really want to use it, is from Benefit, and it's their Brow Vote Conditioning Primer. And I was just confused about this. Like, I didn't really know what this was for, but I get that it's a primer and that kind of jazz, but I've been using this as part of my evening routine. So before I go to sleep, I pop this on my brows, and I don't know, I find that in the morning they feel much more tame, they feel more in place, and I feel like I can work much better with them when it comes to applying powder or a pencil, whatever I do to my brows that day. Another essential for my evening routine throughout winter has been this from Peexo, and it's their Beauty Sleep Cream. It's a rich night treatment. I love this. It works so well. It's not too heavy. It feels super light when I apply it. I don't use too much. And it's just, I don't know, it's just been my go-to. It's what I'm using at the moment, but I've really been enjoying using it. Before heading to Portugal for Christmas, I picked up a couple of beauty bits in duty free, and one of those was a new concealer. This one is from Bobbi Brown. It's their Intensive Skin Serum Concealer. I love this so much. I was in the market for a new concealer and I knew I wanted something, and I thought I'd try Bobbi Brown because it's the brand, I think this is the only thing I have from Bobbi Brown actually, but I thought I'd try it. They were lovely at Gatwick Airport. They tried a couple of different ones on me, and we found that this one had the best matching shade for me. I have the colour Warm Ivory. We found that this worked the best for me, the best for my under eyes, and also as it's just got that serum in there. It's an anti-aging concealer, like I think that's what the serum properties are for. But you know, you can never be too careful, and it's not like it's going to do any harm because it's anti-aging. It's just an extra added bonus in there. And last but by no means least, I was in two minds about whether to include this or not because they are quite new to me. I think they launched in January, so I've been using it for like a month. 2 months, I guess. I've been using these for around 2 months, and they're the Benefit, again, they're real double the lip lipstick and liner, so it's basically a duo. These are two of my favourites, and they're the two I have to show you. So the first is Lusty Rose, which is what I'm wearing today, and I don't know if you can see that, but basically it's got liner on one side and then the lip colour on the other. When I first looked at these, I was a bit like, whoa, the liner and the lip colour, especially for this one, for example, the colours are very different, and it just looks like the liner is going to be way too dark and the lip colour is going to be way too light. But actually, as I said, I'm wearing this one now and it works quite nicely, I think. It does give you like that defined liner line, but then it all blends in the middle, which is perfect. And yeah, I've really been enjoying these. I haven't tried any of the darker colours though. I've only tried their nude colours. So as I said, this one's Lusty Rose, and my personal favourite is Nude Scandal, which I think has actually been a favourite for a lot of girls, a lot of bloggers. But Nude Scandal is incredible. If you're going to pick up any of them, like if you really want to try one, I would highly recommend getting the Nude Scandal because it is amazing. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know what your winter favourites have been as well. I'd really be interested in your beauty favourites because I love hearing beauty recommendations, but I feel like I don't really get to talk about beauty too much because obviously my channel is mostly centred around fashion and personal style, but I do always love to know your beauty recommendations and that sort of thing. So if you have any, then do please let me know down below. Stay tuned on my channel because there is lots coming your way. So if you are new, then please don't forget to click that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And also, if you did enjoy this video and if you're looking forward to more favourites, then please give it a thumbs up as well because they always mean the world to me. I will see you all next week in a new video. Bye!